Hey folks, I hope you're all doing okay. It's another flipping chilly day here in not so sunny Shropshire, and I thought I'd just do a brief video explaining where I'm up to with the projects that we've got on at the moment. I'm really mindful of the fact that I haven't done any videos or many videos of late. The last one I did was the carb refurbishment work, and those carbs are still waiting to be fitted to the track bike. The long and short of it is, it's just too cold at the moment. There's not much in the way of enthusiasm for freezing my whatsits off in the garage, it's just, you know, really turns into a bit of a thankless task. However, you know, we're on the way out of winter now. Last few weeks of winter before spring hits, we took the dogs out this morning, and there's snow drops out and you can see the daffs all coming up, you know, so it's really just round the corner, isn't it? So we will be getting back on track very soon. And I've had a lot going on with my IT business as well, just lately. And you know, you've got to make hay while the sun shines. It's what keeps me in a position to be able to buy all of the parts for the bikes that we're doing. Which leads me nicely into my next bit, which is Z550. Where on earth are we up to? And I know there's a lot of frustrated viewers thinking, God, he's got halfway through this project, he's parked at the corner, and now all he's doing is finding other stuff to do. And it was just really the frustration of not knowing what to do for the best with the wiring. I know we've got other stuff to do. I know I've got to get the exhaust made, really. And my friend is, you know, he keeps asking, you know, when are we getting this exhaust done? We really need to get it sorted. But you know, it's fundamentally, I just want to get the wiring sorted. I want to get the bike running. And yes, my absolute intention was to send it up the road to TT Motorcycles, who had very kindly offered to have a look at it for me. And I was just very aware that they were going to have to end up fixing the loom that's on it at the moment, or fixing the wiring harness that's on it at the moment. And the wiring harness that's on it at the moment is just in a shocking mess. There's all sorts of bits of wiring in there, as you've seen on previous videos. And I've looked for a replacement harness. I bought one thinking it was the right one. It was wrong. So I've got a early GPZ wiring harness for sale if anybody wants one. Anyway, I came across this website for parts, and can't remember the names off the top of my head. I'll put a link in the description below. But it gives you access to all of the old blown up parts pictures for, you know, the bikes of the 1980s Kawasaki's and what have you. And really good. So I was on there, and it allowed me to find the original OEM part number for the wiring harness that should be on the KZ550A, which is what it is. And I've hunted around, and blow me, I've managed to find one. So I've done a deal with somebody on eBay this morning, and that is now paid for, and it's on its way. So that should be here by next weekend. And it's the complete replacement harness. It's a bit dirty, it's a bit grubby, but you can still see the original OEM part number on it, so we know it's the right one for this bike. And all of the original connectors seem to, or appear to be, intact. So we're going to have another go at doing it. I'd rather do as much of the restoration myself. You know, the nuts and bolts of it, I'd rather do myself. I don't, you know, it's a bit of a cop out, isn't it, sending it away for a garage to do for me. And you know, I wanted to do it myself anyway, so that's coming. So I've also ordered 2 new throttle cables for it as well. You know, the push and pull, because one of them's broken, so I've ordered them. And I've also ordered the right hand handlebar switch. Now that might be slightly different, but the one that's on it, I've repaired the start button, and all that was just, it was full of crap and rust, and I've got no doubt that that would be fine. But again, the plugs have all been cut off the end. It had been sort of hardwired into the rest of the wiring harness, and there was a cable, some odd piece of wire that was coming out of the that handlebar controller and going off up into the loom somewhere. No idea at all what that is, and that's probably half the problem. So with the replacement loom and the connectors and the new handlebar controller, or the, you know, switch assembly, I'm hoping that's just going to plug straight into the replacement loom and give us a bit of a start off, you know, or a bit of a head start on the repair. So yeah, all that's coming. That'll all be here for next week, and my primary focus is going to be back onto the Z550 to get it finished. I really want to get it finished. It's looking so sorry for itself sat there. I can get it registered as a vehicle of historic interest now. I think it was either January or February, I think, of 2022. So we're over the 40 with it, so yeah, we're going to register that. Obviously makes it MOT and tax exempt, which is good. I know that the Zephyr exhaust that was on it will go back on, it will fit. I've put the new studs on the engine, so we can, you know, at least get that on, so we can, you know, get it running. As I say, my focus is going to be back on the Z550 to get that finished. I really want to get it finished. The problem with having so many bikes in the garage is it's really distracting. I flipping love the 600R, the blue one, and every time I come into the garage I keep thinking of things that I want to do to it, but then I've got the other two sat up there. I haven't had the track bike running. I've used it as a bit of a parts bin. There's bits missing off it, there's brackets missing off it, the carbs need refitting, and then of course there's the 400 that's being sold as the weather warms up. I mean, that one isn't delayed, it's parked up waiting for an MOT, and I'm not selling it until I've got an MOT on it, so that's fine. There's no hurry to get rid of that at all, and as the weather warms up people will start thinking about buying them, won't they? So, you know, I don't want to give it away at this time of the year. I know there's a couple of GPZ 600Rs on eBay at the moment. I think one has been pulled apart for ready to do a restoration on it, and the guy's now selling it for, I think the last time I looked the bidding was up to about 350 quid, and the other one is on for I think 750 quid, and again it's just one that's been parked up. Somebody bought it with the intention of doing a full restoration on it, but that one doesn't look in too bad a condition actually, but it's not really the time of year for selling and buying, is it? So maybe I'm wrong with that, I don't know. What's your opinion? Maybe you think I should be looking to get rid of it now, but you know, we've got so much other stuff in the garage as well. I've got all of these parts that I need to start thinking about selling. There's just a lot of stuff to do, and the downside with having this amazing purchase from Mickey with the bikes and all the parts and everything, the negative of that is it's really distracted me from my original restoration project, so I do apologise for that. I am going to get onto that, and that's what we're going to get finished. So looking forward to the wiring harness coming. It says it's due on Thursday, so as soon as that comes, brilliant, I'll get it checked over, we'll clean it up a bit, and the Z will take prime place in the garage as the primary project. So yeah, please do stick with me. I know a lot of you want to see that finished, and so do I. It is frustrating, and you know, sometimes when the work that I need to do is beyond my skill set for this, you know, bearing in mind a lot of the stuff I'm learning as I go along. So yeah, we'll just have to overcome those issues, and of course I'm also really excited about clearing the garage out a bit so we can get some more painting done when the weather warms up with the new compressor and the paint gun. So all good. So thanks very much for sticking with me. Again, apologies for not producing enough videos at the moment, but it's freezing, and I can't work with the garage door closed permanently, because at the moment, you know, the next thing I was going to do was get the track bike going. Well, we don't want to be running it in here with a door closed, so whilst the door's open I'm freezing, so you know, with no heating on. So yeah, it's just going to have to wait. Thank you very much for sticking with me. If you are new to the channel and you haven't already, please do subscribe and, you know, click on that like button if you've liked some of the videos. If you're new here, there's a ton of videos about the projects that we've done up to this point, so there should be enough there for you to amuse yourself for a bit. And let's get back on track, get that Z550 running, and I just can't wait to get out on it. So yeah, all good. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks internet. Bye.